Hello, everybody. My name is Mohammed. I'm a counselor with All Smiles Therapy Center. So, I've previously talked about different ways of, of having a strong personality, being a strong person, and being able to overcome adversity and stress. I mentioned recently that one way to have a strong personality, be resilient, is to is to be hardy. Being hardy means when you're experiencing pain or stress, being able to endure that pain or stress by putting another positive force together to go together with that stress or pain. For example, when you're feeling pain or stress, thinking positively, remaining optimistic, keeping busy. That's one way of being strong and being resilient. I also mentioned previously that another way of being strong and resilient is to increase how often you are mindful and self-aware. I said that people have different levels of self-awareness into themselves, and the more frequently you're aware of your weaknesses and you're aware of yourself, then the more strong you're going to be. Well, today I want to talk about yet another way to be strong and resilient. Another way that you can be strong or resilient is by finding and focusing on your purpose in life. Finding your purpose and focusing on your purpose during tough times helps a person to be strong. There are two ways, there are many ways that you can find your purpose in life and focus on. But I'll propose to you two ways that you can find your purpose in life and focus on it and therefore be strong. One way to find your purpose in life is to look back at your life. Look at what you've been through. Look at the suffering that you've passed through. Ask yourself, what lessons have you learned from the suffering and the painful experiences that you've been through? Okay? From the lessons that you've learned, you'll be able to find your meaning. Some people have suffered because they went through a lot of poverty. Some people suffered because they didn't get or experience true love, people that could sacrifice for them. Some people suffered because they passed through some calamity, some chaotic events. Other people suffered because of poor health. When you look at your life and the things that you've been through and the suffering that you've gone through, you'll be able to find some meaning, some things that are important. If you've been through a lot of poverty, then you will understand the importance of wealth and having wealth. If you have somebody that suffered because of a lack of love, you'll be able to find the importance. So one way of finding meaning and the purpose of your life is to reflect on your life, look at the things that you've been through, and find what matters to you. And that way you'll be able to find things that are important for you to focus on and attain. That's one way of finding meaning and purpose in your life and gaining strength. Okay? Another way of finding purpose in your life is to look and find what are you passionate about? What are your hobbies? Are you passionate about music? Are you passionate about art? Are you passionate about sports? When you find that thing that you're passionate about, pursue it, master it. That can be another way of finding purpose. Okay? By finding things that you're passionate about and striving to be creative with your passions and your hobbies and mastering your passions and your hobbies. So I have suggested two ways that you can find purpose in your life. Because as I've just said, finding purpose in your life helps you to be stronger when you find that purpose and you focus on that purpose. It helps you to be stronger in your life. Thank you very much and take care of yourself out there.